right. What is going on? Are we live yet? Testing, 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 testing. Looks good. All right. I will open up the correct screen. Okay, first up, I'm just going to run through some charts, discuss a few things, and do a bit of a deep dive into the swing trading on the 12 hour with the double smooth stochastic. Someone requested that in earlier or last week or something like that. So I'm just going to jump through a couple of things, how I've been trading it, and yeah, what my thoughts are at the moment, and then yeah, we'll move on from there. Anyway, first of all, disclaimer: everything in this video is for general information and educational purposes only. Nothing presented constitutes financial product advice, personal advice, or a recommendation to acquire or deal in any financial products. Any examples are illustrated only, should not be relied upon as indicators of future performance, as past performance is not a reliable indicator of future performance. So now that's out of the way, and I'm on the right screen. Sorry guys, it's always a drama setting this thing up. I have no idea why. So we've had the CME gap just close, so that's that was quite good. It's a bit concerned that we had a bit of a seesaw overnight, and yeah, but we seem to have closed at a reasonable level instead of having a massive gap, as sometimes can occur. So I'm just going to start with the 4 screen chart. Let's get rid of some of these crazy drawings. I don't even know when I drew those or why. Obviously, I was thinking we might come back down to the daily, sorry, the developing yearly value area low. So I had a couple of touches of that recently. So also sitting inside this previous monthly, so that's pretty good. And yeah, I'm hoping things are going to start moving up from here, to be honest. Obviously, over the weekend, we had this, it's kind of like there's always these crazy moves into the weekend, and then it stays pretty flat. And then Sunday afternoon, my time, and I guess Sunday morning, US time, we get a bit of crazy action here. So we sometimes can get this kind of a range forming in here from the move, and then it will do a nice little sweep. So I've just noticed as well, 18 days start to hold up pretty well for Bitcoin. It wasn't something I was previously looking at before for Bitcoin. Definitely was working well with ETH and Solana, but you can see we're getting good reactions here. So keep an eye out for that. If we start moving back up into this 18-day again, and we start get like some swing fails, or it starts losing momentum, then it might be worthwhile taking a little bit off the table. Equally, if we drop down further, then maybe we'll find some support down here. But yeah, that's what we're looking at the moment. We got the 9 down here on the 4-hour charts. Though I did a little bit of back testing, I don't know if the 4-hour chart's that great with the TD9. Seems to have worked out a few times lately. So up here, that wasn't a perfected 8, but perfected 9 here, and we kind of just rolled over. So the higher time frames are still quite dominant until we sort of get some sort of momentum happening with on the 4-hour chart, getting some nice sort of trending patterns like we've had before back back a month ago was much better. Anyway, that's about it. This chart, 12 hours, just made a complete mess of that chart as well, so just ignore that for the moment. I'll just talk about the 4-hour on the ETH as well. Yeah, this 7 days been pretty good. You can see we've had reaction points here all through there, and of course the 18-day, which I really like. So 18-day previous weekly is also showing support there. So sort of, classic kind of just whipsaw action here with the New York session, and so they're just closing up now. So that's pretty much done for them. So yeah, quite an interesting move here. I was kind of predicting in one of my East charts. Which one was it? This one Saturday, I had put a trade on here because of the divergences there on the liquidity hunter and cipher. So if I expand that out, um, yeah, you can see I posted a thing in my channel about this, about the divergences, and I've also been talking to a few other people about these sort of divergences. If you sort of get the buys now, sometimes it rolls over and will sort of sweep one of these other levels, especially if it hasn't swept a particularly strong level. It did sweep the 7 days, so that probably was that was pretty good. But this was in too early for me. So this second sweep down here was pretty good. I was expecting maybe to come down and sweep the 18-day just because it wasn't particularly strong, but I did make a trade in there. So yeah, that worked out quite well. So a couple of hours. I wasn't really chasing a big move there because the weekend's pretty crappy. I was hoping we'd get like a nice Sunday pump from here somewhere in this region, but just rolled over, swept the 18-day, and then it's taken off. So at the moment, not really getting much out of this strategy because the 15 minutes still too high. So if we roll over here though and do something like this, then we might see this reaction here come off that level or one of these other previous levels. So maybe down here might be good, or maybe even come down to the 18. Then this strategy might be something that's in play. But at the moment, it's not looking like it's going to give us any triggers or anything like that. But equally, it just could. We've seen a gap closed. This sort of little divergence here on the ciphers. Maybe we just push on out of here. So I've actually got a couple positions on, not because of the 5 minute chart, but because of things happening on these other charts here. So I think might be worthwhile. So anyway, what else was I going to talk about? I did pop up a few posts about this range the other day. So I'd actually I didn't identify this one early on. Would have been a great entry down here, and or just that inverse head and shoulders was also a good entry. But up here, I was making the point that yeah, we've kind of had the three drives, and we're at the top of the range there. And if this didn't consolidate above and then move, then we probably would yeah, sort of crash through this, and we did. And yeah, that's how I like to trade the PD ranges is set up something like this where, like when you've had a big move on the 4 hour, use that as a starting point for your range. Then on the 15 or 30 minute, have a look for any sort of swing fails or anything that might be occurring at the edges of the range, any other patterns. So you can have just a bit more confidence that this pattern might actually play out because you're in the discount area. So that's about it for that at the moment. I'm gonna just go through the double smooth stochastic in a little bit more detail. As I said before, someone was asking about it, and I realized I hadn't really put up any rules or how I'm actually trading it, even though I've been talking about it in every video. It's probably getting a bit lost in all those videos. So I'll just run through it here. So I can't remember where it was, but I started realizing the 12 hour was really good to use with the double smooth stochastic and using the Blau method. So you need to untick the Brexit. Brexit's a little bit more aggressive feel like it works a little bit better on the lower time frames. I haven't really been using it that much, but the Blau method is a lot smoother action and gives you a sort of longer term trades. So what I'm normally looking for here, so if you watch my other videos, I did trade quite a few times through here, and that's why there's a few arrows in here as well, where I've been pointing things out. Why there's drawings everywhere. I don't want to delete any of these because yeah, I might lose some information there. But what we're really looking for is when it gets down to this um, oversold area, you're just looking for opportunities to buy. So whether that's some sort of swing fail, um, some other level on the, maybe it's a quarterly or a yearly VWAP level, something like that, and trying to trade those. So as you can see here, and also using the TD9, so the or the CS9 indicator. So you can see here we had that perfected there. We're also riding the 365-day VWAP, and then we had the sort of low points here. So unfortunately, this wasn't as strong a move as I would have liked. We only just moved up a few percent and then rolled over. At the moment, it's not giving us great signals of what's going on. We got divergence there on the top that would kind of indicate some weakness. The only thing that I'm discounting on that at the moment is that we weren't up here. So if we had had a divergence like we did here, then with it sort of in this extreme overbought area, then I would have been a little bit more cautious. Uh, it's a bit hard to find this exact sort of pattern going back in the chart. So I was trying to back test it over the weekend, and I couldn't really find anything that was similar to get a feel for. So I'm a little bit undecided here. I think we're still sitting in no man's land. I think we're just if we do drive up here, it could be pretty quick and get us way overbought, and that would be my preference actually. It'd be nice to come up here and sort of swing fail this 100k level and then just form this sort of a range in here while we decide what we're doing, and give us some opportunities to trade through this sort of swing trade. But at the moment, look, it could just come back down. We are still overbought. We could just come down here um, and play out this divergence, bring that way back down. But definitely, if it gets down to this lower region down here, and we get some sort of nice swing fail here, maybe it swing fails there, even the low there, which is down at 81k. If we get down there, get some sort of bottom forming there, would make a really lovely double bottom actually, if that happens. And bring the cipher down there. That will give us extra confidence that we're going to get a move. Unfortunately, yeah, it's not giving us the clearest signals as it has done before. So fortunately, sit tight at the moment. If you don't have any other reason to be in the market, just be pretty cautious. And yeah, the other thing I combine with this is the cipher. So this is the normal cipher, which is fixed to your normal time frame. You can change if you don't like the areas and stuff like that. I'll find it too messy. Just go to a line chart, which I've done on this one. The other one I've been using is the fixed time frame cipher. So using these all together to kind of get a gauge on the actual overall strength. So you can see the 8 hour. So I've got this set to 8 hours. So this is the cipher fixed time frame, 8 hours. And I've got this template loaded in my channel. So if you want to have a look at that, go and load it up, copy it across, and that'll get you set up properly. Why do I need to update this? That's a bit weird. Anyway, so just combining all these indicators, and plus the RSI is always a good one to have in the background as well, so you can just see where we are. You can see in the RSI we're just right in the middle, not really doing anything. Have been for quite some time. We're just sort of pissing about in the middle here. So neither direction. We're not extreme in any direction at the moment. But yeah, in saying that, we could get a nice drive up here, and that would then sort of make everybody pretty cautious if we do drive up to this 100k mark, because yeah, everybody's going to be talking about it if we get close to it, to be honest. And then you're adding in a few other things as well. So we go to the we go to a yearly. Where's our yearly VMAP levels? Yeah, that's right. I thought it was there. So the yearly developing VWAP is also basically at the same level as the 365 at the moment. So that's a really good indication that we're going to get, and 100k level as well. So just a logical level to there to be a point where we're going to have some sort of resistance. At the moment, we kind of like double swept this developing yearly Bay Area low. So this is why I'm still thinking we will actually push up here. This has become kind of like a really nice reaction point here. So that's about it. So I guess to trade this, um, whenever we get up into these higher regions, then I'm looking to take money off the table if that coincides with like a really strong TD9, like happened here, and we get it perfected. So the perfected is the high of the 8 is higher than both the 6 and the 7, and the same with the 9. If it's also perfected if the 9 is higher than 9, and equally on the lows, obviously it's the same deal in reverse. If it doesn't do that, what you do is you get something like this here. So this is considered that it hasn't been perfected, because you can see the 7 candle was actually lower than the low of the 8, so therefore it's not giving you that same strong reversal trend reversal signal. And in this case, it did actually work out too. So didn't give us confidence the reversal was happening there. She's bled right out down there. So adding this to the cipher as well, you could say, yeah, we were coming down into the oversold region, but we weren't really deep into it. And then in this case, it took us all the way down there before we get the cross. So the other point to note here is these dots. That's when these lines cross over each other. So one's just the moving average of the other, so it's a bit delayed, but it just as an indication that the momentum is actually changing. So yeah, once it crosses over, you can that means that that is actually rolling over, so momentum's shifting quite significantly. Um, so yeah, and I try and correlate some more information with the cipher as well. So double smooth stochastic and ciphers all lining up sort of gives me more confidence that we're going to get a reversal. As you can see here, the perfected 39s, it didn't work. It just kept going, but we weren't very high on the cipher at that time. So if you get a perfected 9 and you're up in this region here, this is where you would consider that to be more certain that we're going to get some sort of reversal. Um, I guess this is probably a good example too. We've pushed right up into extreme overbought. We get some perfected TD9s, and down we go. Same with this one. We were in the extreme oversold. We get some perfecteds, and then we moved up. Unfortunately, that was only a partial move. Too much uncertainty in the markets. So yeah, here we are. So yeah, what else can I say about that? So yeah, just try and combine a few things together. Um, I found divergences quite good if you sort of can get them. So you can see here. No, that wasn't one. That wasn't a good example either. Oh, this is messy. You can see there was a bit of divergence there. I guess this is flat and that is quite down. We double bottomed. When was that? Oh, so that was April. So that was the big move that hopefully some people caught, because yeah, that was the move of the cycle really. Straight off the developing yearly, oh sorry, the 365-day rolling VWAP as well. So extra compliments is in there. That it's been a pretty good level, pretty good indicator, and you can see it's been even the Bay Area high has been pretty good on this as well. Been using it as support all the way through there, all the way through there. So if you're kind of lining this up with your cipher, you can see that that's a good example here. We've gone down into the extreme. All the other so double smooth stochastic ciphers are all showing very similar things, which is good. Good extra confluence. We swing fail the value area high of the 365 um, rolling VWAP, and then that was a great markup right there. So in this case, we didn't get TD9 showing, but this is why you got to kind of combine all these sort of things together for swing trading. And this is, and I'm talking about specifically on the 12-hour Bitcoin chart. So that's the one I prefer to use, and I'm going to start using Bybit data from now on. I just don't have all the history on Bybit, so I'll have to convert over and then sort of start adding all this stuff again. But yeah, anyway, that's about it at the moment. We'll just quickly go through. I did that. I spoke about ETH that we're in. Oh, this is BTC. Yeah, see, 15 minutes still too far off, so we're not really getting anything. Not getting the trigger, but yeah, nice little swing fail in the middle of that range there. Be interesting to put TPL something across that and just see what we're at. Yeah, not anything else to talk about. Did we get any alerts? Oh, I did hear some alerts going through before. I will find the right chart. Split scanner. Let's see what other alerts we've got. These are random things that I want to discuss. So let's move on. Here we go. Maybe Rune's giving us something. No, not really. If these had been down here, you can see here we got the alert for that here. But at the moment, a lot of the altcoins is alerting way too much. There's just the moves are just too strong. You could probably adjust some settings in the liquidity hunter to kind of stave off a few of the alerts. So you probably up this to 500 or something like that. But unfortunately, yeah, if you play around too much with the settings, then you kind of miss some of the alerts as well. So it's just a bit of a catch-22 there. You can see here it triggered on this swing file of the developing monthly. So that would have been a nice one, very high volume candle. Classic trap setup here. So did it swing a level? No. So maybe it was just the three drives here. So you got one up, two up, and then just the big one all the way to the top, and then swing the what is that 7-day rolling as well. So swing file of both of them, and then yeah, could have put a sold a bit there if you were in or swinging this, but it's really up to you how heavily you want to trade some of these indicators because yeah, you might find yourself getting a bit chewed out trying to chase too many things. You can see Sui's come down. I actually put a trade on Sui because it was yeah, looking pretty good. Let's go to 30 minutes. Why have I got too many alerts? This is why I've got too many alerts. So another tip, go to the current time interval if you're trying to find certain alerts that you know you've set on a certain time interval. So as in the liquidity hunter I've set on 30 minutes. So I normally go and have a look at the 30 minutes, see what it's telling me, and then that way it pre-filters them for you. That's not what I was looking for. Here we go. So that was, it's been giving us a few. DYDX, let's see, Anything special out of this? This is all just a bit choppy here. We're kind of ranging through here, so probably not a bad place to be putting trades on. But equally, we've got levels down here that could easily get swept. Um, Developing monthly value looks pretty good. Not going to go through too many of these. I'll be here all day, but yeah, normally I'll check out a few latest ones, have a look at some older ones, and just see where we're at, see what I get a feeling of where the market is going, and then if any pop up, sort of during my morning routines, I'll just see what's going on and see how good they are and whether it's worth having a look at. You can see where this is STG, a bit of a favorite of mine for probably 12 months ago. It's I haven't really been trading it since, but yeah, it's quite a nice return to value area. Sorry, the point of control there. And yeah, maybe we will push off. 18-day rolling's been pretty good, here. Um, it's been providing some support and resistance. It didn't actually hold there, then break down. It's been pretty good through here as well. So yeah, we might actually hold here and move on. So worth getting the rollings on. 18-day, 30-day, 7-day, they all seem to have some good reaction points. Just do a little bit of back testing like this. So go back, just see if that particular one is working for the coin you're on, and then can give you a little bit more confidence that you can make some decisions around it. If it's just a random line on a chart, then it doesn't mean anything. So just make sure that you're not just looking at 1,000 lines on the chart thinking it's going to reverse every time. It's always good to have some sort of background thesis on what's going on. Yeah, that's about it actually. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions or want me to go through the how to use the double smooth stochastic flow using your trading. But yeah, have a look in my pin posts. There's this chart for the 12-hour is in there, and yeah, if you want to play along at home. All right, thanks everybody for listening in, and I will speak to you next time. Happy hunting.